Hi again, and welcome to the second Kluever-Sigwarth Fireside Chat. Once again, my name is Joe Kluever. I am running for the Student Body Presidency.
And my name is Joe Sigwarth. I'm running for Student Body Vice President.
So tonight, once again, as we promised in our last Fireside Chat, we just want to answer some of the questions that you all have posted to our social media sites and questions that we've gotten during kind of our campaigning around campus and talking to students.
Right. The first question we have is from Philip Dolman. He posted this as a comment on our Facebook page. Thank you so much, first of all, for actually leaving a comment for us. We really appreciate everyone who did. Your question was, what can we do as a campaign and as an administration if we get elected for the average student? And really, there's a couple things that we'd like to do and that we really want to make part of what we're going to be doing as president. The first thing is we really want to create those channels that you as a student can talk with us via any way that's most comfortable to you. We want to be able to have Facebook, Twitter, whatever you guys like, be a channel so you can leave us a comment, leave us a tweet and say, hey, what's going on with this? Or there's an issue right here that we want to fix. And then take what your suggestions are, what your questions are, and turn them into actual solutions. And what we want to do with that is we want to do it in a manner that's very timely. We don't want to wait around for a couple extra weeks and fiddle with administration. We want to get it done now because we realize you're a student now. You're only here for 4 or 5 years, and those questions, those issues that you might have, they may be addressed 5, 6, 7 years down the road. But we want to get things going now. We want to create those temporary solutions, those stepping stone solutions that get you to those those things 5 years down the road. But we want to get there in the manner that's best for you as a student right now.
Awesome. So our second and third questions both regard United Council, or UC as I'll probably refer to it a lot. And the first one came from Jonathan, and then the second one was from Katie. So we'll take off of both, they kind of mixed together. But Jonathan had a three-part question. The first one had to do with promoting student involvement in United Council. So first of all, we want to say we still do stand by the fact that we would like United Council to be placed up for a referendum every other year, which was originally written into our agreement with United Council. We feel that direct democracy is the best way to decide if United Council is right for the students at UW-Platteville. Yep. But if they were to remain after a vote by the students, we would of course want to increase student involvement. Part of the, complaints from some students have been that it seems that UW-Platteville issues aren't being voiced at the action plan level of United Council. Well, the only way to fix that is to get UW-Platteville students there and to ensure that our ideas are promoted and placed into their action plan. So we would ensure that senators were there, students were there, and all parts of campus could be heard at United Council. The second part of the question had to do with the current setup of UC and what we meant by the fact that UC was set up in a way that some students didn't agree with. Well, what we meant by that was that now that United Council has created this field organizer program, which we think is a great idea, and they're here on campus more often. But what we want to do is make sure we're utilizing that rep while he or she is on campus. So maybe that entails creating an agenda to ensure that the UC rep has a day full of talking to UW-Platteville students, just to make sure that students feel that they can utilize UC and that the UC rep feels utilized here at Platteville. The third part of his question had to do with us as a president and vice president making it to United Council conventions. We would, of course, try and make it there as often as we could. We have a priority to go to the United Reps meetings, as that's primarily for the vice president and the president of any student senate. But of course, if the UC convention was on a different weekend, one of us, if not both of us, would be there, along with hopefully a lot of other senators or just student body members.
Definitely. Yeah. Definitely. So I hope that answers your question, Jonathan and Katie. Really, we just want to finish this video out by telling you that we do have a debate coming up. It's with the other ticket that's running for president. So if you want to see both sides of the issue, come down to the Pioneer Crossing, which is actually where we are right now. That's tomorrow night, the 11th of April, from 5 to 7. So be there. There's going to be lots of tables set up. We're going to be on stage. Ask your questions, send them in to Jordan Miller. He's going to be the moderator if you have anything you really want to ask us. Otherwise, continue to use our social media services. We've got Twitter, we've got Facebook, joesquared2013@gmail.com if you prefer to send an email. Definitely leave us questions. We'll continue to answer them in these videos. And last but not least, don't forget to vote. The voting is next week from Wednesday until Friday, the 17th through the 19th. So cast your vote and vote Joe. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye-bye.